Hey, what's up, everybody? It's DJ Mo D here from What You Say Radio, coming to you again. Appreciate y'all always tuning in, locking it in with me. And what was supposed to be a quiet President's Day today, there's been a lot of news going on, and one of the top lines is a Delta airplane that crashed upside down in Toronto's airport. Now, the plane, Delta Airlines plane, was coming from Minneapolis, and it landed in Toronto again, crash landed upside down, carrying 80 people. As of last report, no fatalities, thank God. And I think there's about 18 people that have been reported as injured. Again, no fatalities reported as of right now, but there are 18 injuries. But thank God nobody passed away or no lost souls so far from it. So we'll check out a quick report from it right here on What Say Radio.
WCCO News starts now with breaking news.
A terrifying scene on the tarmac in Toronto. A Delta flight from Minneapolis flipped over after an incident while landing. Video shows passengers jumping out of the emergency doors and running to safety. We're told multiple people are injured, but remarkably, it appears all 80 passengers and crew on board survived. It is unclear, though, what caused the plane to flip over, but a winter storm did hit Toronto over the weekend. We want to get right to Susan Elizabeth Littlefield in the newsroom with the latest. Hi there, Susan Elizabeth.
Hi, Amelia. Now, this hits so close to home for so many of you watching right now. I mean, so many of us fly out of MSP and so many of us fly Delta, the largest airline here. Well, I want to give you some news. I just got some good news from the CEO of the airport in Toronto. As we have reported, everyone survived, like Amelia just said, but 17 people are injured. But here's the good news. We are now told that none of those people are listed as critical. That's the latest report.
That's great news.
80 people were on board that plane, 76 passengers, 4 crew members. Delta operates the Endeavor Regional Airlines. That's what that jet was that you're seeing right there. The plane coming in to land and ending up completely flipped upside down, as you see in this video. Some of the people were able to actually walk off of the plane okay, including John Nelson. He's a Minnesotan who captured this Facebook video. Moments ago, the president of the Toronto airport shared this update.
The plane was carrying 4 crew and 76 passengers, among them 22 Canadians. The other passengers were multinational. Airport emergency workers mounted a textbook response, reaching the site within minutes and quickly evacuating the passengers. We immediately halted further arrivals and departures on our remaining 3 runways. Those runways were reopened at approximately 5 p.m.
Well, it's Toronto, it's Canada, it's winter. So as you can imagine, it is cold there. A lot of people wondering what the weather has to do with this. We don't know yet, but we can tell you it was 17 degrees at the time of the crash, very cold. And there were high winds. We're talking 40-mile-per-hour gusts about the time of this incident. Now, the scene was especially chilling knowing that 67 people died in a mid-air collision in DC just 3 weeks ago. There have been a string of smaller plane accidents since then. Governor Tim Walz says that he is in touch with Delta right now. Delta saying they're going to continue to update us. We will continue to update you because, again, we know this is personal. Also, a note as people are taking away these images of the importance of wearing a seatbelt on a flight.
All right. Thank you, Susan Elizabeth. A man who was plane spotting outside the Toronto airport said that he saw blacks.
Let's talk about rectifying or reactivating our hair follicles.
All right, there it is.
Breaking
Right
news:
there.
the Delta jet crash.
All right, there it is right there. News on the Delta airline that was leaving from Minnesota, headed to Toronto, landed, crash landed, that is, upside down in the Pearson Airport in Toronto. Thank God, no fatalities, only injuries to about 17, 18 people, but none of those injuries are critical injuries. Um, and it's just wild with all the flight incidents that we've had, 3 or 4 of them over the last 3 weeks, as she mentioned there in the report, starting with the DC Reagan collision with the Black Hawk to the plane falling in Philadelphia to the Motley Crue jet that crashed into a Arizona um, airport now to this flight here. So I know they say that flying is the most reliable transportation. It's the safest form of transportation. But myself, who has a fear of flying, this ain't doing nothing to reassure me of that. Um, but again, there's no laughing matter. I'm just thankful that nobody got hurt out of the situation, and hopefully, whatever's going on with the air travel, that they get this situated and start reducing these incidents because they're happening way too often, far too often for me now. And so, um, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the airline situation, everything that we've been dealing with over the last month here. Um, you feel safe flying still, or are you kind of nervous over these incidents that are taking place? Do you think there's something going on, something more behind this? Just give me your thoughts and the feedback in the comments section. I appreciate y'all always tuning in right here with me, DJ Mo D, on What You Say Radio. Again, what was supposed to be a quiet President's Day has turned out to be pretty busy. Wherever you are, there's supposed to be lots of bad weather coming through tomorrow. I'm here in Tennessee area, and so I know we're going to get some weather. And praying for those people in Kentucky as well that have gotten some flooding, major flooding. Got quite a few fatalities from the flooding there in Kentucky, and I'll be back with some more coverage or some coverage on that Kentucky flooding. Hopefully, they don't get hit any further, hit harder any further because they have so much damage going on there right now. So we'll talk about that in a later video. Again, appreciate y'all always tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to the page, and y'all have a blessed one. Peace. I'm out. What you say?